Campaign Log 003, Moonfall, Designation CT-7567, Rex. Location, Uncharted Moon, Outer Rim. Date, immediate aftermath of Order 66. Mission status, unofficial survival operation.
I used to think I knew what being human meant. We trained for it. Talked like men. Fought like soldiers. Died like brothers. I'm starting to realize how much was kept from us. Not just citizens' rights, but our basic humanity. Communication without words. Living in the moment without purpose or objective. Touch. Closeness. Quiet. She kissed me again tonight. Not only once, but over and over again. So many times I couldn't pretend I'd imagined it like before. It started as comfort. She'd been crying again, asking if Skywalker could have made it out. I told her the General always does. She forced a smile, then leaned in. She felt small to hold, but the moment felt massive. Like the first time I picked up a DC-15 and knew what I was made for. But this time, it was something I'd never been trained for. I didn't even know there was more that came next. Didn't know she'd stopped at the starting line. The Kaminoans trained us to fire with precision, obey orders without question, and never to ask about the parts of life that didn't involve service. We weren't supposed to want anything. Especially not that. I'd seen it, of course. Glimpses from the Jedi, from civvies. I'd even caught glances of General Skywalker's secret meetings with Senator Amidala when I'd guarded their door. But I didn't understand what it meant. Not really. When she kissed me, this time I wasn't too shocked to process this as reality. This time, I knew it was happening, and my senses attuned all the more. It felt like getting shot and breathing air for the first time in the same moment. Instinct kicked in, but I didn't have any idea what to do with it. My mind said protect her, but my body wanted something I didn't even have words for. Ahsoka saw it in me. The confusion, the hunger, the shame. She taught me. Not like any lesson I'd ever seen. Not how we were drilled in the simulator pods. She just reached for me. Calmly. With a sort of silent understanding I'd never seen before. She told me this was normal. That this was part of being alive. I was a captain in the Grand Army of the Republic. But in that shelter, in those nights beside her, clinging together, fumbling in the dark, I felt so naive. More than I'd ever realized I was. I'd never known how much had been kept from us. Not just names or dreams, but the very right to reach for someone and say, I want you. We weren't built for that. I wanted it anyway. In that quiet, frozen tundra, huddled under crinkling thermals, and with the howling wind outside our shelter drowning out the world that felt so far away from us. I understood what Cut the Deserter had tried to tell me, and just how little I had grasped, despite thinking otherwise. I realize now, no explanation could have truly made sense to me until I experienced it for myself. I suppose experience really does outrank everything.